Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? It's AngelTheTwin here, and we've got a brand new PTR patch with some buffs and nerfs to some heroes. Before we get started though, look, the Brigitta goat skin, greatest of all time skin, is actually on the PTR. It looks pretty cool. But let's get into what everyone's here for, the heroes, buffs, and nerfs. Alright, let's start with everyone's favorite Hamster. Hammond is receiving a nerf to his pile driver. The affected player's loss of air control is reduced from 1 second to 0.15, so it's actually halved. That's actually really big. So they only lose control for 0.5 seconds. That's really good. And you kind of get the feeling with this nerf, just like a couple of other nerfs to Orisa and Sigma, the loss of control and the CC in the game, same thing with Doomfist, it's getting nerfed. It's going down, and I like that. I like that a lot in an FPS. You know, CC needs to be very, I don't know, well executed, I guess is the term I'm looking for, and them kind of lowering it down is a very good idea. Next up, we have Brigitta, and Brigitta's repair pack is actually getting nerfed. Now, this is something that a lot of people will probably think is super weird, that they're nerfing Brigitta when she's already weak, but since I'm a support player, I have sort of a better view on the subject. I've played Brigitta kind of often lately, and she feels pretty good, especially in brawl comps where she's up front with Reinhardt, Zarya. Maybe you have a Reaper, a Mei, and a Lucio. You can get a lot of healing out and a lot of armor and really destroy the enemy team just running right through them. So the armor's overall heal was, or not overall, overheal was reduced from 75 armor to 50 armor. So if they are not, as you can see, they're not fully hurt, it only goes up to 50 armor instead of 75. And that's another thing. I think Blizzard's kind of nerfing defenses in terms of like armor, shield, CC, and it's sort of bringing the game back to, you know, its FPS's roots. But that's going to be really big for Brig. That extra 15 armor is going to hurt a lot of heroes, especially like if you're trying to get armor on Tracer or something. It's not going to be super effective, and if you're trying to get armor on someone who already has a ton of armor, it's not really going to do much. Also, Brig's healing per second on the armor pack got nerfed. It's going from 60 to 55 healing per second. That's another thing that Blizzard's kind of taken out of the game. If you've noticed over the past couple of patches, healing has been nerfed a lot in the game. They've taken out a lot of healing, and it's something I've had to remind my teammates over and over. You know, Moira, Baptiste, Mercy, Brig, they're all not going to be putting out the same healing they used to. So you need to play a little bit safer. You need to play a little bit smarter and not as aggressive. Otherwise, you're just going to get blown up. Like, you physically can't heal all of that damage. It's actually a good thing for the game as an FPS, take out some of the healing, but it is noticeable. So another big nerf for Brig. Next up, we have Widowmaker, and Widowmaker's full charge time for scope shots is being increased from 0.83 seconds to a full second. It takes 1 full second to charge her shot up all the way. And as you can see right there, it's kind of a big, a long time to wait for a full charge shot. So either one of two things are going to happen. You're either going to be playing Widow and you're going to be sitting really far away as normal, and you're going to be taking full charge shots, or if you're under pressure and you have to take quick shots and the enemy team is doing a good job of pressuring you, you're not going to be doing as much damage. It's going to make Widow a little bit more reliant on her ability to move around. Again, they also nerfed recently in one of the most recent patches, maybe not the most recent, but one of the recent patches, they nerfed her grapple as well. They changed the cooldown, so it's going to be hard, especially with dive coming into the meta, for Widow to actually be as dangerous as she's been. And now we have the only hero to have gotten buffed this patch, and it is Symmetra. Symmetra's secondary fire, her dodgeball as we like to call it, actually got a nice buff, going up 20 damage from 120 to 140. As you can see, a full charge shot right here, that's quite a bit of damage. So imagine getting boosted by like a Mercy or a Orisa Drum or a Nano. Symmetra can dish out a lot of damage, and with nerfs to shields, I feel like it was kind of a small nerf to Symmetra. While yes, she's really good at destroying shields now, it was her way of charging up her beam. But now she's got a second weapon, and that's her orb of death over here. They just call it secondary fire for the photon projector, but it's doing a good amount of damage. She can send these down range. You're gonna have to really be aware. I think this is actually really useful against brawl comps like we were talking about before. They seem to be really, really strong, but Sim can just kind of spam them down with these orbs. You're gonna be doing a ton of damage to shields if they have a Reinhardt or something like that, or Sigma. That's really, really interesting. So that's it for all the changes. I'm actually really happy that Blizzard kept to their word. They came out with a change like a week later, and they just put it up on the PTR. They're trying to see if stuff works. I'm sure not everything here will go through, but it's up for testing. And you know, I encourage you guys to go ahead, get in the PTR and test it out. Also, hero pools were recently added to the PTR. I will say that I did spend 50 minutes in queue earlier today trying to make a video about hero pools, but that's neither here nor there. They are on the PTR, so you can go ahead and check them out. There is a competitive season happening on the PTR, so you'd have to jump into competitive and test them out, as hero pools are only for competitive. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you wish Mei got nerfed instead? Because I do. Mei still seems crazy to me. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. And subscribe to the channel for more Overwatch content. All right, guys, have a good one. I'm AngelTheTwin, and I'm out of here. Peace.